Hi, thank you for coming, tuning in and watching my video. And here I have a new recipe for you today, and I'm making a healthy pancake and with an Indian twist. So I am going to go ahead and make the pancake, and then I will talk to you about the ingredient. And so you can watch me what I'm doing, and I'm going to explain everything in a bit. Okay, so here I'm already putting a little pancake, and it depends on how much you want to, how big you want your pancake to be. Okay, so I'm making it a little bigger, and there you go. And I'm going to use a little vegetable oil, and I will explain to you all about this vegetable oil in a bit. While this is cooking, we can talk about it. So how do I make this? I actually soaked 1 cup of lentil. You can get it in Trader Joe's, any kind of lentil. Or if you prefer to go to an Indian store, I would ask you to get dal. Okay, it's called dal. And so buy dal lentil. And also I soaked 1 cup of garbanzo. I use the canned garbanzo, but you can also use regular garbanzo from the store. The garbanzo is also called chickpeas. It's also called channa. So you can buy it, soak it. You don't have to cook it then. We are going to cook it right there. Okay, so soak it. And also 1/2 cup of almonds. I used raw almonds. I soaked it, peeled the skin, and then used it. Okay, but if you prefer slivered almonds, use a little extra of the slivered almonds. Let's say 3/4 cup, because for this recipe I used 1/2 cup of almond. So with that, I put a little asafetida. You get it in the Indian store. It gives spice. It gives a nice taste to your food, and also some curry leaves. You'll get it in the Indian store. You can add some cilantro if you don't have that, and turmeric powder, ginger. So blend it all together with some salt and some red chili. Use some red chili. If you want green chili, you can use that. There's no hard and fast rule. So it's your recipe. You can have fun with it. But the ingredient, the basic ingredient are those 3 that I said about the channa, the lentil, and the garbanzo, and the almonds. So soak it at least minimum for 2 hours and blend it. After you blend, you can immediately make this, so you don't have to wait for long. Okay, it doesn't have to ferment. So I use cast iron because cast iron is extremely healthy for your body. You get an extra iron for you. So I use a cast iron. So cast iron takes a little prep work to do. So I put a little oil, wiped it all down so that it's ready for me to make my dish. And I usually use a very sharp ladle with sharp edges so that it's easy to flip. And the ingredient that you're using, the 3 main ingredients that you're using, it's very healthy for you. It has good carbs, it has good amount of protein, and also it has good fat. So the oil that I used today is vegetable oil because I like vegetable oil, and also very little. We don't have to go too crazy about it, but you can also use extra virgin olive oil if you like it. I don't like the taste of it in this particular dish. You can also use coconut, organic coconut oil, and you can also use some ghee actually. So ghee is actually very good. It has good fat in it. You can use that. You can have this for you can have this particular dish for morning breakfast, or for lunch, or for dinner. But if I'm eating it for dinner, I'm very conscious to have it early because of the carbs that it has. Okay, so and then you can also have a side dish of you can eat this with the chutney or just regular yogurt, or you can have some chili powder if you are Indian and you have chili powder in your pantry, that you can eat that with that. And it is healthy, it is light, it is wonderful, no guilt eating. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this video. In description I will give you detail as to what ingredient I used and how to make it. I hope you can watch it, make it, and leave a note for me to say that you enjoyed it. I would really appreciate it. So I did it on both edges or both sides, and there is my pancake, also called as Adai in India, or chilla in some part of India. So, and enjoy. I hope you liked it. Thank you. See you again soon with another recipe.